taste. Shawty.
Here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New Orleans Saints. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Here we go! 8-3. Come on. You better bring it.
Now a play fake here on first down. And incomplete to open things up. The intended target, Saquon Barkley. And that'll bring up second down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Switch.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Third play here of this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Now back to throw. Flush to his right. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Let's go. 18 Gator. Check 56. Let's go one more. Shift. Hit it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down.
Ready.
Looking to throw. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 21. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Let's get it. go, here we go. 90, Wolf. Watch twist. Check 99. Safe. Check 3. Check 5.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal.
65.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Recon, 132 fighter.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Looking to cash in on this opening drive. Here's 3rd and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Watch out.
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Wentz. Open man is Arcega-Whiteside. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A gain of 28 yards there, and give him a 1st down. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Watch 82.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Wentz. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. Fielded just inside the 20. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Around the NFL, a game going on in Washington. The Redskins have scored yet again. They've really opened that one up. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Working from the gun, Wentz. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. It's a second down run with Sanders. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Go. 280. Check, 47. We want this.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And that will be incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Matt Nagy has made the decision. They're going to go for it here.
57.
Wentz going to go on 4th down. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Nigel Bradham brings him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
2nd and 9 now. Escaping. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Fletcher Cox able to record his 5th sack of the season. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Check 50. Watch that. Tight dog. Ready.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him. Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance in guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And he will get the 1st down as he's up to the 20-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
1st down, Eagles.
Go. 180.
Throwing on first is Wentz. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 20-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, arguably, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man. I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
New Orleans adding some depth to the secondary. They've got 6 DBs out there now for 3rd. Shotgun now for Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Right back to Sanders on 1st down. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
Check 43.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Philadelphia.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Throwing now is Wentz. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Let's go, baby. Turnover. Get that ball. Get that ball.
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Not time enough for a play and then a timeout, you wouldn't think. So with 4 seconds left, they're going for it. A final shot before half for Wentz. Now he's got it. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here. So, boy, that's already the 3rd they've burned here. They are out of timeouts now before we've even hit the 4th quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or do they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Eric Armstead able to record his 5th sack of the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
At their own 24-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Here we go. 10 logo.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this will be taken at the 13. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal.
He's got a man, complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. 76 yards as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them. I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Saquon Barkley. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards, good for his Saints, 1st down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Let's go. You raced on Travis. Get it.
On 2nd down now, Benjamin. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Eagles take over first and 10. It's their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. Wentz going to throw. Catch is made by Arcega-Whiteside. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And this is picked up by the Saints. 20. 10, and he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up first and 10. They start on the ground here at Sanders. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, 76 yards. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14.
Makes the score Saints 28, Eagles 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
56. Too low, cut. Set up.
Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th. The Saints on 3rd down. They've been very good. 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Saints on 3rd down. They've been very good. 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They'll set up to throw. And able to find Dorsett. A gain of 22. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. From the 27, Wentz. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
47's the mic. 47's the mic. Hey, exit. Hey, check mic 47. Check mic 47. Let's go, let's go. 47 mic, 47 mic. Let's kill. Hey, watch the sled.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Got a man. It's Arcega-Whiteside. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Well, that'll get him the first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. Wentz now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. I call it no gain there on the first down play.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Looking to throw again on second down. Wentz. That's complete to Arcega-Whiteside. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 37. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. On second down, Akers. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
To throw is Wentz. Eluding and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Cameron Jordan able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Finish them. 80 weapons. Check. Great 15.
On 2nd and 15 now. Wentz. And his throw here is incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
To throw, it's Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory.
Let's go. 8, read. Max 56. All day, baby. All day. Shoot.
And they'll take a knee as the clock ticks down toward 50 seconds to go.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Set up. 50, plant.
Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
And they take a knee.
The quarterback keeps it.
10-2 stop.
So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw